Oh, hey, it's Tim. Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. I'm just out here traversing the Wyoming countryside in this 2020 Toyota RAV4 TRD Off Road. In this video review, I'm going to tell you about this little SUV, tell you what they've done to make it a TRD Off Road version. Ta ta ta. And I'll tell you what I like about it and what I don't like about it, because, well, it's fun and all, but there's some things that it's missing. So hey, if you're first time on the channel, welcome. On this channel, you find truck and SUV news, reviews, interesting stuff I do like this. Hit subscribe, stick around. It is a good time here in the country. So let's go ahead and hop right into this review. I'll go ahead and talk to you about the exterior changes they've done and tell you about the interior and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and get to that right now. Okay, let's talk about this TRD Off-Road. So it shares a lot of the stuff from the RAV4 Adventure Grade. You have the high-rise roof rails, larger rear fenders, aggressive bumper and grille designs, and fog light surrounds. But it does add a little bit more TRD into it. So you look at the exterior, it's available in exclusive two-tone magnetic gray metallic with the ice edge roof. Ice edge roof, I'll talk more about that in a little bit. Now, it's also got accented by dark gray front and lower fascias. Front LED fog lamps are standard. Or lights are standard. TRD Off-Road is also available in Midnight Black or Lunar Rock, both with the optional ice edge roof. Or you can go Ruby Flare Pearl and Super White that does not offer with the ice edge roof. Interior, we have the red stitching, red trim accent. The seat surfaces are comfortable with the black soft text interior. And we have all-weather floor mats and rear cargo mat that's covered for mud and sand, everything get in there. Now, the really interesting part is going to be in the suspension. This is from Ryan Millen's Rally R4. If you didn't know about this, RAV4 he took. He actually won a couple races with this vehicle. You have exclusive red-colored coil springs are tuned for off-road focus. Then there's twin tube shocks, revalved and featured internal rebound springs to improve control. New bump stops maximize compression, direction, wheel travel, and help improve body control over large bumps and dips. There's also dynamic torque vectoring all-wheel drive with driveline disconnect standards, so you can disconnect from all-wheel drive to front-wheel drive and allows you to improve fuel economy. And then you have it's also rated to tow 3,500 pounds. You want to take and tow some stuff with it. It's riding on a set of 18 by 7 inch matte black TRD alloy wheels with Falcon Wild Peak AT Trail all-terrain tires. The tires use a unique tread pattern and compound developed by TRD technical requirements. Get that. The tires made from TRD. And their rugged square shoulder design helps protect against punctures. Tires are severe snow rated with open shoulder grooving to shed debris, mud, and snow. You also get multi-terrain select. You can do mud and sand mode, rock and dirt mode, snow for winter conditions. You have optional additionally equipped with hill start assist control, trailer sway control, downhill assist control, and has a multi-information display that shows torque vectoring and slip control data. Okay, let's check out this engine. It's a 2.5 liter four-cylinder, 203 horsepower, 184 foot-pounds of torque. The torque is a high number at 5,000 RPMs. It takes a while to get all the torque going. This is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and as we do in this channel all the time, we check to see what a dipstick is. I can spy it from here. So, come around the engine, you can hear the ticking, the sounds. This is very reminiscent of other Toyota engines. Direct injection, it's just the sound these engines make these days. But the dipstick is right here. Oil fill is right there. So, haha. Even a guy my stature, I can reach these things. Let's see, what else we got here? Oh, washer fluid, I got coolant fluid, I got relays and fuses, battery, and I have the air filter in here, which is a quick clip system that get those air filter out and swap that. More fuses over there as well. So pretty good setup as far as everything's within reach. And the one thing that you won't see, or you do see, you don't see, I'd look at it a little bit closer. This is brake fluid right back there. You don't see power steering. No, this has got electronic power steering for the lane departure assist. That's how that system works these days. So don't worry about it. Take your power steering fluid, go ahead and take it down a recycle bin, get rid of that thing. You won't need it. Okay, so let's talk about this RAV4. The 5 good things I like about it. Number 1 has got to be technology. I got wireless charging. I got USBs. I got USBs in the back. I got lots of hookups for my cell phones, for the kids stuff, for anything you need. And the wireless charging is pretty slick. Take your phone, just toss it in there and start charging right away. Now, this is a higher price point for this. I mean, this RAV4 is $42,000. I like the fact that they didn't try to keep it so cheap. They actually put some features in here for like this kind of customer. To me, this is the buyer, the younger generation buyer that has all this technology needs. So toss it in there, it's perfect. Speed technology, I didn't realize that Toyota had done this, but I was quite surprised by this. Let me show you. So you may see just a typical mirror, right? So just a mirror setup, and then ta-da! I have the camera mirror, which is similar to what GM's been doing for a long time. And I was impressed. I didn't know Toyota was doing this, but they did that mirror. And you can do settings, which is just right there. I think it's just a button up. There it is. So you can change brightness, zoom in and out, zoom out, that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, it's a pretty handy thing. I didn't realize Toyota was doing this. So I'm impressed. This is something that I missed in the press release. And I like the fact Toyota is like jumping in, not being so far behind the curve. That's something they're doing. It's pretty cool. Number 3 is going to be my drive modes. I mean, I know it's a RAV4. I know I'm not going to scale a mountain with this thing. But it's pretty cool. I do have mud, sand, I have rock, dirt, I have eco, I have normal, sport. And when I change them around, I like the graphics. Let me show you the graphics. So here are the modes, and you can see I'm just twisting it. Sorry, I got a little dirty today. But when I go ahead and put the camera in a better spot, and I flick through these, it's kind of cool. I mean, it's you know, a little bit different. There's sport mode, eco mode, there's mud, sand, there's rock, dirt. You can see things are changing. So like the traction control is off, and the frontal crash system is off. Yeah, pre-collision brake is off. And then rock, dirt, you can see, you know, it looks like just change the transmission there, and probably the gas shift point, your gas pedal response. So I don't know, torque changing around a little bit there too. So you know, that's what these bars are, where the torque of each wheel is and what kind of slippage you're having. So I think it's a pretty cool feature. Number 4 is going to be the space in here. I feel like I have plenty of room. My wife and I can ride together. We have some storage here above the glove box, some little storage cubbies. They could have just put plastic over top of them, but they didn't. They made them storage cubbies, which is pretty cool. I like that feature of it. And the kids got plenty of room in the back. So you could have a family of 4 in here. I don't know if you're doing a long vacation in this, but you could have some cargo space back there. You can go to the store. You can go be with the kids soccer with this. I mean, it works all right. Number 5 has got to be Toyota's reliability, and what I like about it is they've had a lot of things the same. I've driven Toyotas for a long time, but in this vehicle, I think they've kept reliability by using the big buttons and things and not trying to do anything too fancy, not so much touchscreen as the competitors have done. But they have moved the cruise control, usually a little dongle, I like the term dongle, that sticks out from the steering wheel. They put it inside the steering wheel this time. I like that. It's a little small change. It just, to me, it makes it more reliable. That dongle can get broken off. In this case, you can put it right in the steering wheel. And I like the fact that it's got a big shifter. It's got big knobs. It's just a very stout SUV, and it makes it, in my opinion, more reliable than something that's got little bitty knobs or everything's touchscreen. I just don't like that stuff as much. Okay, those are the good things. Now let's get to the bad things. One of the things I don't like about it is I don't like my seating position with the windshield. Everything, it feels like I'm just forced forward. It feels like a weird like spaceship looking thing, just the whole shape of it. And it doesn't work great for me, and I try to move my seat back, but I don't. My seating position is tough just in the size of the vehicle. You know, everybody's gonna have their own point of view on that, but I'm not a huge fan of that. Number 2, and I know I just talked about how cool it is with the knobs and stuff. Let me show you these knobs and how cool these knobs are and how robust these knobs are. But these buttons here just suck, and it doesn't look very good. It's like you did a good job here, and you got good graphics here, but what happened here? Who fell asleep over here? So let's change this up a little bit. Let's get a little bit more sexy as far as the interior, and let's get a little more sexy on that. I would like them to do that next step forward. Number 3 is going to be the price. I mean, look at this sheet. It's $42,902 for a RAV4, a midsize, maybe even compact if you want to go that far. I guess the CHR would be more the compact, but a midsize SUV. And the starting price for this without the optional equipment is $35,180. This is like a mid-30s vehicle for me, and early 20 or late 20s for the starter level. That's a lot of dough. That is a lot of dough for a vehicle. All right, sorry for the impromptu one item I didn't like, and I'm going to replace one of the ones I shot yesterday. But I just noticed this. I wanted to point it out, and I guess I noticed it yesterday. I was off-roading, was that there's no park sensor button off, like permanently. So if you're off-roading, this thing's going to say, keep coming up. It's going to mute temporarily and keep coming up. Kind of a pain in the butt. Press OK to mute temporarily. That's all I got. Number 5, I'm going to go back to the $42,000 price point, but I have kind of just some cheap plastic. So let me show you this kind of plastic is kind of a plastic, not really a soft touch material here. It's not really that much soft touch. As I go along the doors here, a little soft touch, but not great. I have a hard here, just a touch of softness there, not very soft at all. This is hard. Steering wheel is pretty tough. This is a little soft but weird. It's kind of a weird, hard thing. I don't really see a lot of value as far as the interior on the price point. It's a lot of money for something that doesn't have a whole lot of soft touch. All right, out here in the off-road portion of this review, it does pretty good. You know, you don't think much of the RAV4 because it's a smaller size, and the torque power, it doesn't get delivered until way higher in the RPMs. And so you don't really have a whole lot of off-road gusto as you would other vehicles with different powertrains. But, you know, I'm fine. I can come check the cows out, which I'll get some video of those cows. They're looking at me like, what's this guy doing out here? What the hell's he up to? Yeah, that's what the cows say. So, you know, like I said, I don't, it's not going to blow you away. It's definitely not something you're going to lift. You're not going to do anything that's kind of crazy to it, bigger tires. You're not going a bunch of rock crawling, although I do have rock mode. Seems a little crazy to me. A little aspirational for this type of SUV. Yeah, aspirational. What do you guys think? You like the RAV4, huh? Got kind of dirty for you. Kind of matches the terrain a little bit. Took it around. What do you guys? You guys think you like it? Yeah, it's kind of cool looking. I like it with the kind of ghost dirt on it. What do you guys think? Big fans? We got 51 and looks like 15. Looks like. Or I5 and V5, whatever this says on the tags. Nope. Alright. Looks like we got, I don't know, we got double look. So second look, we're going to go with the thumbs up for the second look of that cow. Thumbs up. So that's kind of what I'm saying about the off-road person. On-road, it's a little loud because of these bigger tires and not quite as smooth as a typical RAV4 would be, but it's alright. It does an alright job, meeting both needs. And if you need something a little more stout than the standard Toyota RAV4, or you just want the cooler look, this isn't a bad option. So there you go. There are my thoughts on the 2020 Toyota RAV4 TRD Off-Road, on-road and off-road. Put your comments below. Did I nail it? Did I suck it? Did I do whatever that you didn't like? Because there's always comments there. I'll check the other video out over here. It's a good time. Website down below. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.